As I try to be more and more intentional with my clothing purchases, one brand always stands out to me, and that's Asket. Not to be mistaken with Arket, by the way, which is a totally different brand. Asket on the surface really seems to fit the bill in terms of sustainability and transparency, which really interests me. And on top of that, the stuff they make actually looks really good and wearable. However, they're not exactly cheap, but I'm always happy to pay a bit more if something is actually higher quality and is going to last me a long time. And that is one of Asket's claims. So I picked a few things up from them, and today I'm going to look into them in detail and show you what they look like on body. By the way, this isn't sponsored and none of these pieces were sent to me. I paid for everything with my own money. Also, I'm 5'10", around 140 pounds, and I'll leave links to everything I'm wearing down in the description box below. Let's go. Let's start by digging into who Asket are and why we should even care about them. They're a Swedish brand founded in 2015, and their motto is the pursuit of less. They aim to make less but more considered garments. They don't do seasonal collections or limited drops. They have just one permanent collection, which they improve over time. Everything is manufactured in Europe from the finest fibres, their words, not mine, and they do extended sizing, which is pretty interesting, and we'll get into that later. They also have full transparency about how their garments are made from end to end, which is another thing we'll get into. Another cool thing they do is life cycle responsibility. So they have a program called Revival Reward, where they repair or even take back garments from you to avoid landfill. So you can send pieces back to them in any condition, and they'll give you vouchers to spend on other things on their site. It all sounds very promising, so let's get into what I actually bought. I went for 3 things that I guess you could call essentials, as I think this is the best way to compare them to other brands. And the first thing I got were the raw denim jeans. I've never had raw denim jeans before, so I was pretty excited for these. Raw denim is supposed to shape and mold to your body over time, and also fade in ways that are unique to each person. I did think the raw denim was going to be shinier for some reason, but the colour just looks like my indigo Uniqlo jeans. I also thought it would be a lot stiffer. I mean, they're slightly rigid, but they don't feel too different from most of my other 100% cotton jeans I have when they were new. They're cut from 13-ounce Japanese denim and made with 100% organic cotton. As I touched upon earlier, most of the materials and manufacturing are traceable back to the origin. You can see it costs £35 to make these jeans. The CO2 emissions impact is 11.4 kilograms, and you can click through and look in detail at where the denim is made, how many people they employ, their salary. It's pretty comprehensive. So Asket sell these for £125, so it's interesting to see the profit they're making, but of course you've got to take into account the taxes and shipping and probably various other things as well. Either way, I personally think that £125 for raw Japanese denim jeans is pretty reasonable. They're also made in Italy, which is where places like Acne Studios get their jeans made, and they're 2 or 3 times the price. Now on to sizing, and there's quite a lot to choose from. You can go slim or regular. I went for regular, and then they do waist sizes from 28 up to 38, and inside leg lengths from 30 to 34. So plenty of choice, which is really nice to see. I was a little confused about what size to take, because I've read some people say you should size down with raw denim because it will stretch, and then others say you should size up because it will shrink. I just decided to go with my true size, which is 28 waist and 30 inside leg. And thankfully they fit really nice around the waist, and the length is great as well. Thing is though, the ankle opening is absolutely tiny. I'd say I have average size feet, but I was struggling to get my feet through these openings. It was that much of a struggle that I actually thought I might have accidentally picked up the slim version instead of the regular fit. But nope, these are the regular fit. So they are super tight around the ankle, which I actually don't mind that much. But if you have larger calves, you might struggle with these. Maybe it'll stretch over time, I'm not sure. I'd say the overall fit is pretty slim as well, with that taper down to the ankle, even though these are called regular fit. So unless you're stick thin, I probably wouldn't advise going for the slim fit pair. Overall, I'd have to say these seem like really good value, considering the premium features like made in Italy and raw Japanese denim, and all for around the same price as a new pair of Levi's. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. My only reservation is that cut. Even though I do like things a little bit slimmer, these are just on the edge of being too slim. Maybe I should have sized up, or maybe they'll stretch over time. What do you guys think? The next thing I picked up was their regular t-shirt. Seeing how different brands interpret a regular plain t-shirt is so interesting to me. That's how sad I am. So this was the piece I was actually most excited for. They actually described this as a premium heavyweight t-shirt. I'd agree and disagree. It definitely feels premium. It's 100% extra long staple organic cotton, which gives it this incredibly smooth and soft feel. However, it's certainly not heavyweight in my opinion. It's 180 GSM, which is probably slightly higher than average, but I'd say heavyweight is at least 200 plus. Not that it bothers me at all, to be honest, I just thought I'd comment on that. This has a £10 construction cost with a 5.57 kilogram of CO2 impact, and it's made in Portugal. The price they're charging is £35, which again seems very reasonable to me, considering the quality and manufacturing origin. The sizing is what really excites me though. So it comes in extra small to extra large, which is already great. But then it comes in short, regular and long lengths as well. This is a dream for someone like me who is always looking for shorter length tops because I feel like it suits my body type better. And I'm sure it's a dream for taller people as well who are always looking for something that little bit longer. And as a bonus, they even have actual accurate measurement charts for every single size. I couldn't ask for anything more. This is how every clothing website should be. So I went with size small and short length, and I'm thrilled with how it fits me. It's a little on the slimmer side, which I like. The sleeves are a nice length, and the body hits perfectly just around the waist. Everything is twin needle stitched for durability, and it has a ribbed binding neckline. If I had one tiny gripe, it would be that I wish the collar was a little bit tighter, but that's very much a personal preference. Overall, I think this t-shirt is incredible value for the money, and other brands really need to step up and take notice. The last thing I picked up was the grey hoodie. So to be real, I have plenty of hoodies, but they're all oversized, and I've been thinking for a while that I want just a regular fitting hoodie because it's easier to layer under jackets and it's just a different look, isn't it? Just like the t-shirt, they call it heavyweight. It's 390 GSM, so it's on the lighter side of heavyweight. However, it feels amazing. They've developed their own custom unbrushed loop back using 100% organic cotton. This essentially makes it really soft and really durable. It feels exactly like my Mersby quarter zip, which is an absolute quality piece, so that is high praise. The landed cost of this is £29 for them to make, with a 14.8 kilogram CO2 impact, and it's manufactured in Portugal. Just like the t-shirt, it comes in extra small to extra large, and it comes in short, regular or long lengths. I went for size small and a short length. Now, just like the t-shirt and jeans, this hoodie is a little on the slimmer side, I'd say, which I actually really like, but just keep that in mind if you are purchasing. I reckon I could have easily gone for a medium here, but I still like the way the small looks and feels on me. I'm absolutely loving that shorter length, it just hits perfectly at my waist. Other notable features of this piece are the double-lined hood, which you can tell is quality because it sits up on its own. This hoodie also doesn't have a kangaroo pocket, or any pockets for that matter. Could be a deal breaker for some, but I quite like the stripped back design. Overall, I have mixed feelings about this piece. There's no doubt that it's well made and I do like the way it fits, but I am thinking it's the only piece from today's video where I think the price is maybe a little bit too much. Maybe I'm living in the past, but I just feel like £100 is so much for a hoodie. Although maybe I'm just being stingy and frugal as usual. I'm definitely gonna have to think about this one. Let me know what you guys think. So there's my mini review of Asket. I'm delighted to find brands that are taking this environmental and transparent approach to fashion. I really hope more brands follow suit because it gives the pieces you're wearing so much more meaning. And I think Asket have actually taken the next step by providing so many different sizing options, and I really appreciate that. Do any of you own Asket pieces? I'd love to know if they actually hold up as well as they say. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.